Biomed Nexus. Daily updates. Your essential biotech, medtech, and pharma recap. No noise, just what matters. TLDR ADC Therapeutics, ADCT, shares fell more than 50% after a Phase 3 trial observed a death rate that Biopharma Dive reported at least one analyst believes may be difficult to accept for physicians, patients, and regulators. The safety signal comes during the most active period for the ADC modality in history. CytomX Therapeutics expanded its collaboration with Regeneron Pharmaceuticals to a potential value of up to $4 billion, according to Biospace. The partnership develops conditionally activated bispecific cancer therapies using CytomX's Probody platform and Regeneron's VelociBi bispecific antibody technology. The FDA is under scrutiny for declining to disclose the recipients of 3 Commissioner's National Priority Vouchers, raising questions about the transparency of the CNPV program, according to Biospace. 7 total CNPV approvals have occurred, but only 4 recipients have been publicly identified. Fierce Biotech reported that Eli Lilly is keenly aware that the one-size-fits-all approach to obesity and diabetes treatment pioneered by early GLP-1s will soon be obsolete. The company is building toward a personalized obesity care model across its 3-tier portfolio: Foundayo, Zepbound, Retatrutide. Executive takeaway: the ADC Therapeutics crash is a reminder that modality momentum does not eliminate individual program risk. We have tracked the ADC wave extensively: Enhertu in early breast cancer, Datraway in first-line TNBC, SAC-TMT, plus Keytruda in NSCLC, 65% PFS improvement, EV304 in bladder cancer, 8% PCR. The ADC modality is on its strongest run ever. But ADCs carry inherent toxicity risk because of their cytotoxic payloads, and a death rate that analysts describe as potentially unacceptable to physicians and regulators is a serious finding. This does not invalidate the broader ADC thesis, but it reinforces that each ADC program carries its own risk profile based on target, linker, payload, and patient population. Investors pricing the ADC wave as uniformly positive should take note. Meanwhile, the CytomX Regeneron expansion to 4 BIs is the latest signal that conjugate and bispecific combination platforms are drawing deep commitments from large pharma. And the CNPV transparency issue is worth watching. The program has been one of Macary's most consequential innovations, but if the FDA is not disclosing which companies received vouchers, the program's credibility as a transparent regulatory pathway is undermined. Read, full analysis. What to watch. ADC Therapeutics. Response. How the company addresses the death rate. Finding will determine whether the program continues or is terminated. Watch for an FDA communication or advisory committee request. CNPV transparency. Biospace reported the FDA has not disclosed 3 CNPV recipients. Congressional or industry pressure for full disclosure could follow. Revolution Medicines' CNPV filing, now 9 days post-ASCO plenary, still awaited. ADA 2026 GLP-1 and obesity data from new entrants challenging Lilly and Novo, dates TBD this month. BIO International Convention, June 22nd to 25, San Diego. Industry's largest partnering event. Medicare GLP-1 Bridge, July 1st, 22 days out. Clinical and safety ADC Therapeutics. Shares. Collapse on Phase 3. Death rate. ADCT-ADC. Therapeutics shares fell more than 50% after a Phase 3 trial observed a death rate that raised immediate safety concerns, according to Biopharma Dive. At least one analyst said the rate may be difficult to accept for physicians, patients, and regulators. The specific details of the trial, including the indication, death rate, and comparator arm, were reported by Biopharma Dive. This is the most significant ADC safety event of 2026 and comes during the modality's strongest commercial and regulatory period. Gilead, 15 Bs in ADC-related acquisitions, Merck, TMT Phase 3 wins, AstraZeneca, Daiichi Sankyo, Enhertu, data-away approvals, and Lilly, crossbridge dual-payload ADC, all have significant ADC exposure. The event is program-specific but underscores the inherent toxicity risk of delivering cytotoxic payloads through antibody targeting. Corporate and business developments, CytomX tie Regeneron. Collaboration expands to 4B potential, CTMX. CytomX. Therapeutics announced an expansion of its collaboration with Regeneron to create conditionally activated bispecific cancer therapies, according to Biospace. The total potential value of the partnership now stands at up to 4B if all milestones are met. The collaboration combines CytomX's Probody therapeutic platform, which activates drugs only in the tumor microenvironment, reducing off-target toxicity, with Regeneron's Velocibi bispecific antibody development platform. This expansion comes shortly after Regeneron's fianlimab Phase 3 miss and its Parabilis AHC partnership, signaling that Regeneron is diversifying its next-generation oncology pipeline across multiple modalities. Regulatory FDA under fire for withholding. 3 CNPV recipients. Biospace reported that the FDA has declined to disclose the recipients of 3 commissioners' national priority vouchers, raising transparency concerns about the program. 7 total CNPV approvals have occurred, per RTT News, but only 4 recipients have been publicly identified: Foundeo, Lilly, Otarmeni, Regeneron, and 2 others. The FDA and CDC have also chosen not to publish certain vaccine-related papers, adding to concerns about the current administration's commitment to radical transparency, which HHS Secretary Kennedy has consistently promoted. The CNPV program was Macary's signature regulatory innovation. Questions about its transparency could complicate the program's continuation under a new permanent commissioner. GLP-1 and obesity. Lilly acknowledges the one-size-fits-all GLP-1 era is ending. Fierce Biotech reported on June 6 that Eli Lilly is keenly aware that the one-size-fits-all approach to obesity and diabetes treatment pioneered by early GLP-1s will soon be obsolete. The company is building toward a personalized obesity care model that matches patients to the right therapy based on their severity, goals, and comorbidities. Lilly's 3-tier portfolio, Foundeo for oral convenience, Zepbound for injectable standard, Retatrutide for maximum efficacy, is designed to serve this personalized approach. The acknowledgement is significant because it signals that Lilly does not view its 3 products as competing with each other, but as serving distinct patient segments within a market it expects to exceed 200B. The week ahead, June 2026 ADA 2026 GLP-1 obesity data, June 2026 Takeda CEO transition, Julie Kim, June 20 sunk into 25, Bio International Convention, San Diego, imminent revolution. Medicines CNPV NDA filing. Late Q2, Lilly Foundeo, T2D filing under CNPV, July Fund Medicare, GLP-1 bridge program launches, August 26, Capricor Duramiocel, PDUFA Duchenne cell therapy, Read, full analysis Biomed, Nexus, Pro, Institutional Intelligence Brief ADC, Safety, the program-specific risk. The ADC modality works by attaching cytotoxic payloads to antibodies that target tumor-specific antigens. The promise, precision delivery of cell-killing drugs directly to tumors. The risk, if the antibody binds off-target, or if the linker releases the payload prematurely, the cytotoxic drug damages healthy tissue. Different ADCs carry different risk profiles based on 3 variables: target specificity, HER2, Enhertu, TROP2, SAC-TMT, Trodelvy, Nectin-4, Padcev, and BCMA, belantamab, all have different levels of normal tissue expression. Higher normal tissue expression means more off-target toxicity risk. Payload potency. More potent payloads kill tumors more effectively, but also cause more damage if released in healthy tissue. The drug-to-antibody ratio, DAR, amplifies this effect. Linker stability. Cleavable linkers release payload in the tumor microenvironment, but can also release prematurely in circulation. Non-cleavable linkers are more stable, but may be less effective. The ADCT event is specific to one company's program. It does not invalidate Enhertu, SACTMT, Padcev, or any other approved or late-stage ADC. But it is a reminder that the ADC wave is not risk-free, and that safety events can destroy significant shareholder value in a single day. CNPV, the transparency problem. The CNPV program was designed to accelerate FDA review of drugs for serious conditions. It has produced 7 approvals in under 3 months. But if the FDA is not disclosing which companies received vouchers, the program raises questions. Which 3 companies received vouchers without public disclosure? Were the undisclosed vouchers for politically sensitive indications, psychedelics, reproductive health? Does non-disclosure create an uneven information environment where some companies benefit from CNPV without market awareness? The program's value to the industry depends on transparency. Companies, investors, and physicians need to know which drugs are on an accelerated path. Selective disclosure undermines that. Lilly's personalization. Thesis: Lilly's 3-tier obesity strategy is explicitly designed around patient segmentation: tier drug weight, loss route, patient profile, or Foundeo. 12% oral daily, moderate obesity, needle averse, initial therapy, Zep bound. 2% injectable, weekly, significant obesity, established efficacy, retatrutide 28%, injectable weekly. Severe obesity, bariatric level results needed. Novo has 2 tiers, oral Wegovy, not at 15%, and injectable Wegovy, 15 to 17%, up to 21%, with HD7, 2 mg. Lilly's 3rd tier, retatrutide at 28%, is unmatched. If approved, BMO projects 2027, Lilly would own the maximum efficacy segment outright. The one-size-fits-all era is ending statement is Lilly telling the market, we are not cannibalizing ourselves, we are segmenting the market and serving each segment with the right product. Catalyst. Calendar, June 2026. Forward date, event tickers, June 2026 ADA, 2026. GLP-1 obesity data, OLY, NVO, KL June 2026 Takeda. CEO transition, Julie Kim, TAC June 22-25 BIO International Convention, San Diego. Multiple imminent revolution medicines, CNPV, NDA filing RVMD late. Q2 Lilly Foundeo, T2D filing under CNPV LYQ3 2026 Revolution. Medicines, Daraxonrasib approval projected, Truist. RVMD Julie. One Medicare GLP-1 Bridge Program launches, LLY NVO Q3 2026 Teva Emalex close expected Teva Q 2026 Servier Edgewise close expected EWTX July. 31 Section 232 Pharma tariffs effective, large companies, multiple August 22 Capricorn Duramyocel PDUFA, Duchenne cell therapy, TAPRH2, 2026 Merck, SAC TMT global filing, expected MRKH2 2026 Foundeo, T2D regulatory action expected LLY 2026 T RYMPH2, retatrutide T2D, readout expected LLY 2026 Triumph 3, retatrutide CV disease, readout expected LLY DK 2026 Mineralis, lorundrostat, PDUFAM LIS 2027 retatrutide launch, anticipated, BMO, Licept, 19 Ultragenics, UX111, PDUFA, Sanfilippo Type A, gene therapy. Recept, 29 Section 232, pharma tariffs. Effective, all other companies, multiple deck. 7 Lilly Investment Community Meeting LLY Visit the Pro. Hub read, full article, is your company listed in the Biomed Nexus directory? 2,104 companies across 14 categories. Claim or upgrade your listing. Sponsorship slots for 2026 are limited. See packages and pricing. New Biomed Nexus Signals weekly sales intelligence for life sciences BD teams. Learn more